Yes.
Right, yeah.
All right. Well, it's week 3, everybody.
All right, guys, we're back with week 457 of fantasy football. So how are you guys feeling, Kevin, Jacob? Any thoughts?
Really big week for me. A lot of balls thrown, a lot of balls touched.
Lots of them touched.
The amount of balls that have been touched, absolutely insane.
It is.
And I think it's only going to get more balls touched the
For
more we
sure.
progress. You know, they want to make sure like they touch all the balls, you know?
Oh, yeah, I agree. I feel like that's the main point of the game is to touch all the balls. So that's probably where they're going. All the balls need to be
Yeah.
touched.
Yeah, how about you
So-
guys? How was your week, Bo?
It's been pretty great. I mean, you guys know my team. I am the best. I have the best team with the best players, and I have the ones that wear the most blue. So what can I say? It is the best.
I'm more of a purple guy myself. Don't look at this. This isn't blue. This is purple.
Gotta rep the red over here. And
It's
I think
looking
we're doing-
pretty. That's looking pretty blue, Kev. that room.
No, Jacob, I think it's more red for sure on my end. So I don't know if you need to get your like camera fixed or something. See, I'm repping the red right here. Good old classic red.
Got the
Whatever this
headphones.
is. Repping it. Yeah, the headphones.
Oh hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. Truck stuff.
How does it feel being roommates and like playing each other? What do you guys think? I mean, how's it going?
I feel like if we're still roommates at the end of this, then we've just come out stronger. Nothing can break our bonds of brotherhood.
I don't know, Kev. Things sometimes get a little tense around here. You know, I make you coffee, you beat me.
It's a fair trade, I
man.
think, you know?
Finally got some spread out scores. We had 3 scores higher than last week's high score, and that obviously came from Kevin, myself, and Alex. Alex had the third highest
You want to
score.
double check that?
Hold on.
Because Alex was playing Aaron, so you probably meant to say Aaron, right?
No.
No?
Anyways, a couple scores lower than last week's lowest low. That being Miller. Wasn't he the top scorer week 1?
That's crazy.
Sure was. Yeah.
And Aaron.
Wait, so you're saying the reigning champ is now 0-4?
That can't be right, because that would be the worst start for a reigning champ in our history, probably in the world.
Mm-hmm.
No, like even worse than like Colts reigning champ run.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I
everybody did, but I just imagine it was terrible.
Colt came out and scored 150 the first week.
I stand corrected. I sit corrected.
To be fair, after that 150, he did follow it up with a 68.
Oh, okay. I'll half right.
We're really seeing some league parity, which is fun.
Yeah.
Check out my tech deck. What do you guys think?
Sick.
Oh, that's sick, man.
Yeah. Love it.
Ooh.
Ooh, whoa. You know, I like to keep my
Um.
desk pretty clear of distractions, so I don't have any cool little knickknacks here.
Check,
But if I did, I'd have a tech deck.
Hey, we might have some for you over here. Come across the
What?
street.
Oh, wow.
Wait, hold on.
They don't come
Sorry.
assembled?
Maybe next time. I don't know. This is like a full kit that you have to build.
Oh, my gosh.
I was gonna go in. I was gonna get the meeting, get the win. The
Mhm,
Monday
mhm.
Blues, the Voodoo Magic, the questionable play calling.
I don't think it's questionable play calling. I think it's exactly what Chase called in.
That's true.
Chase has connection everywhere, especially if it's a Monday.
See, the thing is, he had Mike Evans in the first Monday night game, and I
Mhm.
had thought I survived it. I thought it would at least been closer.
It was almost like a bullying technique that Chase did. And he
Mhm.
was like, look, I'm going to give him some hope here. Make Mike Evans not do very well. Watch how excited he gets.
He's dangling that dollar. Like if I go to grab, he's like, you gotta be quicker than that.
Chase undefeated on Monday.
If he gets to a championship game and he's got a Monday, just go ahead and pack it up. You're not winning.
Aaron versus Alex. We
Mhm.
kind of all predicted probably a top 3 score versus a bottom 3 score happening here. Just not the way it went with Aaron the bottom 3, Alex top 3. That's not looking good for Aaron.
Going into the season, we were making fun of Alex for having a bunch of Colt receivers and Little did we know Daniel Jones was actually going to be the best quarterback this year. And so starting 2 Colt receivers isn't actually the worst idea ever.
Only 2 cross-divisional games have happened this year. The bottoms have won both. So
It's got to be tough for Aaron. You know, week 1, Derrick Henry goes off for 34 points, looks unstoppable. And then this week, he gets you a whopping 1.3.
the other thing for Aaron, he just lost Burrow for 3 months at least.
Before the season started, I was like, Aaron's got 17 quarterbacks. He can't roster all of them. And he didn't drop any of them.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, he knew Joe Burrow was going to die in week 2.
So who do you guys think his go-to quarterback's going to be?
Is it the guy that got 45 or the guy that got 51 on his bench last week?
It's a tough decision.
Burrow going out, yeah, that sucks. But that might be why his team was bad, because week 1 Burrow got 11 points and last week he got 9. So you can't really do that great with that low of a score. I mean, my quarterback only got 11 points, but you know.
Oh, I can talk about your quarterback.
Let's talk about it.
So I went to the gym Monday, right? As one does, you know, trying to get my body right, whatever. There's this leg machine that I wanted. This lady was sitting at the leg machine talking to someone who was there and scrolling on her phone at the same time. I'm a yapper too, like yap all day, but don't yap and hold up the machine because I want to get my workout in. And I can't get my workout in if you're just sitting there and talking. You're holding up the machine. Now there's gonna be a line. And so like, what do? Do I tattle to a trusted adult? At the end of the day, I just left because, you know, at the end of the day's gotta end. So if you're watching this, lady, or to all the ladies of America and gentlemen, don't hog the machines. Do your business and then let others use it because it's not fair to others. And we believe in equality in this house, gosh darn it. Vote for me for president in 2028.
I got some words for that motherfucker.
Next game, Kevin.
Would you look at that? The grill instantly preheated. You know what? It must have been from the whole league preheat that I did at the beginning of the season. Let's see what's on the grill. Oh, look. It's a big ol' Kevin loin. Congratulations, Kevin. You are the first grill victim on my return to dominance. Well, I never dominated, but I did win the first season. Let me try that again. Kevin, congratulations on being my first victim on my ascension to dominance. And Kevin, I know you have your eye on my testicles. And guess what? I'll give them to you. All you gotta do is give me Lamar Jackson. However, I am not particularly interested in that 30-something-year-old domestic violencer. But, you know, other ideas, you know, we can work on a package together. You know, like the good old times. I know this is a week late. I'm sorry. I was just on a work trip. I was down at Hurlburt, just putting some stuff on a gunship. Just didn't want to be filming this at a hotel, looking like a jackass. You know, I already look dumb enough with my current studio audience. Look, one of them already turned around. Well, to wrap it up, Kevin, I'm so glad that you could be here with me for this epic moment. It's a wondrous occasion on my ascension to glory. I am sad that Bo could not be here to join you, but you know, sometimes it's just the way it goes. Sometimes, you know, you just have the highest points in a loss. Oh well. Well, anyways, get grilled.
Kevin versus Chris. Both of you guys were 0-2 from the first week, so you guys are bouncing back. You get the 2-0, and Chris does get the median win, and you jumped up to the top score.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone except for A.J. Brown did pretty well. I'm not really too upset with anybody's score except for A.J. Brown. We were cooking during the early games, and Jacob would just update me every couple, it felt like every 3 minutes with, that's another touchdown for Amon-Ra St. Brown. That was annoying.
Then we had me versus Colt, which he failed to give any kind of preheat on. So we got to keep an eye on that. If the preheats are what gets him the wins. Week 1, he did pretty good. Week 2.
It's true. Yeah.
I mean, he still scored 113. Got the median win. Not the real win, you idiot.
Yeah, I mean, it was a real quarterback showdown in that matchup with your 11 points to his 13 points. So,
yeah, I was nervous going into Monday night. I was up by 35, but if anybody was going to do it, Bucky Irvin felt like he could break one off at any point.
True.
He's a good runner.
Good job, buddy.
Game of the week, Miller versus Garrett. And as we saw, Miller's top score the number 1 team in our league. Bottom score of the week. Garrett's defense had to take week 1 off. This was the Monday Night Magic. Can't beat Chase's Monday night. The defense showed back up.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen scored 30 less points than he did last week. And Miller scored 50 less points, basically, than he did the week before. So
We pointed out that Garrett put Herbert in for Baker, which was a correct move by 1 point. Did have a couple other unfortunate start-sits. Bill going in there for Kenneth Walker, who popped off, and then benching Ertz for Okonkwo.
it's a classic, Bill scored 16 week 1. Kenneth Walker scores 3 points. So you switch them. Bill scores 1 point. Kenneth Walker scores 19 points. So it's just like classic fantasy football stuff right there.
He didn't move in Quentin Johnson
Mhm.
as well in the roster, and he had another big touchdown pass or catch.
Yep.
Even with the win, Garrett's team scores low. Did rename his team to Team ... So they're not even worthy of some kind of name, just Team.
I feel like it's a move in the right direction, though. Like the team
Yeah.
did get it together a little bit. They got the head-to-head win. Maybe he's just waiting for a 2-0 before he switches the name back or to a new team.
He's like, all right, we've got it back to default. How you guys perform next week is what's going in there, all right? It's up to you guys what you're going to be called.
All right, everybody. This week we got Liquid Death, Grapefruit. I think that's supposed to be a play on grapefruit. Let's see. Nice crack. Let's give it a sniff test. Nice crack. Smells grapefruity. Nice looking can. Looks kind of scary. Nice crack. I like the yellow. It's nice. All right, here we go. Nice crack. 1 bite. Everybody knows the rules. Yeah, it tastes like grapefruit seltzer water. Nice crack. Yeah, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 on the seltzer water scales.
Insert
All
confetti.
right.
Yay!
Liquid Death grapefruit, everybody. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the grapefruit. It's pretty good. Nice crack.
Take a look at the standings. A lot of movement. Me jumping up. Only undefeated team left. We had 5 undefeateds. 4 of them got knocked out. Colt and Chase jumping up. They're tied. Kev, Alex, Jacob, and Miller all tied there in the middle. Chris and Garrett tied. And then the reigning champion, 0-4, dead last. Not looking great.
He's almost got the least amount of points for on average too. So it's like it's not he's having bad luck. His team's not performing right now.
Which does terrify me because, spoiler alert, I play him next week or this week. So I'm fully expecting him to score like 180. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen.
I did go and look at the potential points. Him and Garrett averaging 49 points per game missed on their bench. If you're looking at everyone's best lineup every single week, Aaron and Garrett would be 3rd and 4th. The potential is astounding.
Yeah, because they're almost averaging the same amount of points for. Like they're 1 point off right now from each other. And if their max points for is the exact same, they are like neck and neck with each other.
That is kind of weird.
A lot of movement going on. Miller dropping 6 spots there is crazy.
Yeah, what Mir does every week is he pulls that slot machine and he hopes to see 3 Josh Allen faces and hit that jackpot. If he doesn't, then he loses all his money. He can't cash out. So
Today's episode is brought to you by Reebok. Let's do a little fit check. Reebok. Got this from wherever. Got these pants from Walmart, these shoes from Nike, and got these socks from Amazon. Reebok and Liquid Death.
Nice crack.
Week 3 games. We'll kick it off with the first Elders matchup of the year. Me versus Jacob. It's my worst, actually my only losing record against somebody else. I'm 5-7 against them and only score 113 to 117. So it's also my worst points for. So I'm just super nice to you, Jacob, and you don't send it back.
I mean, it's 117 to your 113. I feel like we're fairly evenly matched.
That's one of your highest. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
It might be. Honestly, I have no idea. Do you happen to have like the recent record? Are we splitting recently or?
I won both last year. You won
So, yeah,
both
I
in
was being
2023. We both
Ooh,
went back and forth
my
in
year.
2022. We went back and forth in 2022. Hold on.
Okay.
2021, I went 2-0. 2020, you went 2-0. 2019, 1-0. And 2018, 1-0 against me. You won the first 4. I went 0-4 against you to start the... Wow, that was real rude.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you have to say for yourself?
So you're saying there's a chance that I can actually ruin your undefeated season in week 3?
You
but,
were just trying to defend yourself about being nice to me.
That's why I said there's a chance. I didn't say it's guaranteed. It's a chance because like there really shouldn't be a chance right now with the way you've been already scoring this year.
Well, the other good news for you is since you finished second to last year, you're in the bottoms division. We only play one time this year, so you will still have a winning record against me after this year.
I gotta take my opportunity and hopefully get a win this week. But I mean, best of luck.
We got Kevin versus Aaron. Kevin, you are 5-2 all time against him. 137 to 118. You just lay it on him.
Yeah, I mean, I do love laying on top of Aaron. That is definitely true. I think it's just revenge for him always taking FSU players before me in the rookie draft. I'm terrified that Aaron's team's going to put it together this week. Jared Goff is his current starting quarterback. As we all know, I nicknamed him Season Ruiner, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes nuclear and ruins my season again. It wouldn't ruin my season, but it would ruin my week.
It's Monday Night Football, Lamar versus Jared Goff, and Gibbs versus Derrick Henry. So we're waiting until the very last minute to see the heavy hitters coming out.
Well, that'll be fun and terrifying a little bit.
Don't forget Laporta versus Flowers, too. There's that.
True.
Wow.
Almost half y'all's game. Aaron has a Thursday and you have a Thursday. You guys taking Sunday off? You got Sunday church? Chase versus Miller. Chase is actually 3-5 against Miller all time, averaging only 102 to Miller's 106. But Miller does like to stack on those wins like we saw against Garrett whenever the teams are in the middle of a rebuild from garbage, because the last 6 matchups, they're 3-3 against each other. So
there is no Monday night game with the current lineup for Chase. The Magic might not be here this week.
Miller also doesn't have any Monday night players. Beer's done his homework. He made sure to make sure there's no Monday night games on his roster. Like we all know, Josh Allen is his team. He is the barometer. Josh Allen does good. Mir usually does good.
Next up, Alex versus Garrett. Alex is only 1-8 against Garrett and averages 76 to Garrett's 101. As a reminder, Garrett is the only one go 5-0 against Alex. Alex always beats someone before they could go 5-0, and he beat him and didn't slow down, 8-1. So this is the Alex heat check. See if he's really going to heat up this year or not.
Yeah, because Alex would be 2-0 against Garrett if they played both the first 2 weeks.
But he didn't play his defense.
Yeah, as I say, if Garrett's defense shows up, then it can be a different story this weekend.
He took the top scorer in our league down to the bottom scorer, so...
That's true.
It's true.
Garrett did put Kenneth Walker back in, still not putting Quentin Johnson in. He wants him to prove it even more. Final game of the week is the game of the week, and it's a big one. Chris versus Colt all time. Chris is 12-0 against Colt. Hilarious. He also averages 134 to 96, which is Chris's highest points for against somebody, and I'm pretty sure 12-0 is his best record against somebody.
I think it's the best record against one particular person out of everybody.
And Colt has 0 wins, and we're on year 8. He has 0 wins against Chris.
You're going to have to use your tongue to count the amount of wins that Chris has against Colt.
Yeah, but it is looking like Colt's best season, best opportunity.
I know we've all been looking at Chris's roster.
Wait.
He did okay last
You're
week.
frozen. All right, do it again.
Okay. What did I say? I know we've all been looking at Chris's roster. We know he's the Chiefs team, but the Chiefs haven't looked good. 2 tough losses. But this week, they're playing the New York Giants. And so I feel like this is the get-right game, which could spell disaster for Colt.
Mm-hmm.
I could see this being one of those dreaded KC duo games where Mahomes and Kelsey, they team up for like 2 or 3 touchdowns, and you're just pissed off the whole time watching the game, because that's how I would feel. It's Sunday Night Football, so it'll be primetime game. Colt will have to sit there and look at it happening. He does have neighbors during that game, so he might be happy with that. But funnily enough, Chris is starting Wandale after Wandale went off for I think like 100-something yards last week.
Yeah, and they both are starting Buccaneers running backs, so maybe that could be the deciding factor.
Oh man, there is so many things that Chris is just setting up for everything to go wrong. Because Wandale, Neighbors, obviously Neighbors the better, but in this type of game, for Colt. Who would be surprised if Wandale gets all the touchdowns? And then, like you said, Mahomes and Kelsey are pissed about losing to the Eagles again. And one of the reasons they lost was Kelsey just handing the ball to the other team in the end zone. And then the running backs that you said, all of it goes to White.
We also have the two top drafted receivers.
Yeah, Travis Hunter and
real
Tech.
life and fantasy.
To top that cherry off with all those other things that we just brought up, Chris has 2 players on Monday night, and it's not just any 2 players. He's got Sun God and he's got David Montgomery. So he's got the Lions duo. Colt has nobody. He's just going to have to sit there and watch on Monday night and hope to God that Sun God doesn't have 3 touchdowns again like he did last week, because that was ridiculous.
Oh man, there's so many parts of this lineup that Chris has put in play that would just, it's so perfectly set up to just ruin. Like the Chiefs, obviously, the double running back, the double receiver, just
He's playing chess with Colt right now.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
think Colt realizes this, but like Chris is just like making those moves, setting up that his attack.
Yeah, Colt's just like, look at my team. My team's pretty good. And Chris is like, yeah, it is, you idiot.
You fucking idiot.
I mean, the other thing to look at is Colt has Hopkins, doesn't get very many looks, but whenever he does, it's in the end zone. So, I mean, it's got to be
That's true.
tempting. And then the other thing, to play a little game back, he could throw in Kareem Hunt, who's been getting a ton of looks on like short yardage and the passing game. Really starting to get involved. So if that KC game pops off, he could offset a few of those touchdowns.
Very true. Very true.
Ooh, welcome to another episode of Breed. It is the week of my first win against Chris ever. Hopefully. It's gonna happen, Chris. I'm gonna get you. I am not scared of your team at all. Patrick Mahomes might as well be freaking Danny Dimes on the Giants. Travis Kelce, worthless. Mark Andrews, also worthless. Your Kansas City Chiefs, Xavier Worthless. Chris, I would wish you luck, but I actually do not wish luck upon you. I hope that your team scores 40 points. You know what? That's too high. I hope your team scores 30 points. Yeah. Yeah.
That is all we have for this week. We'll see how much of the standings shake up after this one. I'm honestly going to be tracking Chris and Colt's game way more than mine and yours, Jacob.
I will probably be doing the same thing. I want to see 13-0. Yeah. I'm not rooting against you, Colt. I'm just rooting for the funny record.
Right. Right.
I can never root for Chris.
Even if Colt pulls it off, that's got to be one hell of a grilling episode.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Wagyu steak. You need
a little champagne bottle.
And a Speedo.
Pop bottles. And hell, I don't know if you're trying to get a new grill, but like if you are, you can use a win as an excuse to get one.
Carly would understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Carly keeps track of this, and I know that it's getting pretty embarrassing. So there's no telling how much longer he's going to be allowed to stay in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all right, boys.
Yeah, it's been fun. Anyone have any wise parting words?
Go Birds.
You could.
I mean, Jags. Trevor Lawrence is so hot.
You know who's hot on the Panthers? Xavier. We love Xavier in this household. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It's a good one.
Nice. I don't have a team.
No, Bo? You don't have a team?
No team. I like fantasy football. That is my thing. Just fantasy football all day, every day. That's all I do. Eat, breathe, sleep. Fantasy football.
Look, we got a back scratcher, various drinks,
Got this
a
little
mini
koozie.
fan, tornado in a bottle.
Ooh.
You never know when you need one of those.
Yeah, you're so right. Bo, I'm telling you, you gotta get one of these.
Here's a candle. Sandalwood tobacco.
Bro, same.
Oh my god.
What?
Those. Hold on, Bo has one somewhere.
He doesn't even use it.
Yeah, unlit, untouched.
Mine would have been lit and touched. Not in that
Me
order
too.
necessarily.
So I can't find the candle, but I did find a tech deck.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Note to future self Kevin from present Kevin. Get a tech deck.
It's all about that deck. There is a second tech deck in this box.
Ooh.
2
So-
tech decks.
Gotta
Two
send that
tech
to
decks.
Kev.
Double the deck.
I think Bo will do a good job cutting this up, though. Cut it up, Bo.
Right. Bo, we believe in you. You can do it.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Kevin and Jacob. That's great encouragement. I love it.
I think Kev's tape is
He has this little.
sabotaging me.
Oh no!
Yeah. Baby oil, maybe.
Why is the tape bleeding? Oh my
I don't
god.
know. Yeah. Yikes.
You're going to Germany, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs
Which
to
is
come
the
off.
last place I want a suspicious mustache.
Yeah, you need to make sure it comes off. Cut.
That was great. That was so good. That was a great ending.
I love that.
I think we ended on on a strong note.
We did.
Can't take you seriously.
Oh, it's like you've got chocolate fudge all over your mouth.
No, you look like a little kid.
You do. Here's your first piece of chocolate cake ever in your life.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, that's rough.
So
We'll
rough.
figure this out.